Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, common news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use. Tips the balance in favor of fair use. I am back with breaking news. More breaking news. More breaking news. Agent 9, what up? I see you. Bert, come back in. I see you. Ah, boy, oh boy, y'all. Here we go. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. Chuck, come on in. Y'all not going to believe this. Come on in. Come on in. I'm tired, but I got to give y'all the breaking news, y'all. Come on in. Y'all got to come in, man. I got some breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news, y'all. One more minute, and I'm going to get straight to it because I'm tired. I ain't waiting for everybody. I can't wait for them notifications. Your boy's sleepy. My brain is on 100. I rehearsed for my play tonight. I did the show tonight. I need some rest. So here's what it is, y'all. They are now saying they got a witness in the Keefe D. Tupac Shakur murder trial. They are saying they have a witness now that can say they saw Keefe D. kill Tupac. Now, there's one person that comes to mind. One person comes to mind. But before I get to that one person that comes to mind, let me show y'all the receipts.
Making an arrest 27 years after the murder of hip-hop icon Tupac Shakur right here in Las Vegas. A grand jury indicting Duane Keefe D. Davis for Shakur's murder. 8 News Now investigator David Charnes first broke the news of the raid at Davis's home. Now he's learning what was said behind closed doors, including who a witness says pulled the trigger.
The intersection behind me is where Tupac was killed back in September of 1996. He would die 6 days later from his injuries. And we have learned the grand jury met at least 5 times as prosecutors presented their evidence against Duane Davis. Transcripts the 8 News Now investigators obtained paint a picture of what witnesses testified in secret grand jury hearings before the panel voted to indict Duane Keefe D. Davis in the murder of Tupac Shakur.
Ultimately, our persistence in this investigation has paid off.
It's an investigation that began with this video from 1996, a fight involving Shakur, record exec Suge Knight, and members of a rival gang. Hours later, Davis, the kingpin of that other group, allegedly ordered the retaliatory shooting. A Southside Crips gang affiliate testifying, Keefe is the one who's going to make all the arrangements and all the plans until that gun goes into somebody else's hand. Davis was sitting in the front passenger seat of another car when it pulled up side by side to Shakur's. In his book, Davis says he handed a gun to a passenger in the back seat who then fired. Metro Police showing this diagram Friday with Orlando Anderson, Davis's nephew, and DeAndre Smith in the back seat. Both are deceased. The gang member saying, when he passed the firearm to Orlando, Orlando didn't have a clear shot. Big Dre is 6'6". At this time, he's 370, 400. He's big. You're not going to reach over like that because shells would have been popping all in Big Dre's face and all kind of stuff. When asked if Smith was the shooter, the gang affiliate told the grand jury he did the shooting.
Duane Davis was the shot caller for this group of individuals that committed this crime, and he orchestrated the plan that was carried out.
A member of Shakur's security team saying he saw a, quote, larger size arm fire the shots. That man also telling the grand jury in the moments after the shooting, he approached a wounded Shakur who told him, quote, get on the ground. They're going to shoot you. Shakur wasn't talking about Davis's group, but responding police officers who thought the shooter was among the rapper's entourage. Also shown to the grand jury videos and other exhibits like photos that have never been seen by the public before. We expect to get our hands on that next week. Near Flamingo and Koval, I'm David Sharns, 8 News Now.
If you're buzzed and doing this to make yourself feel okay to drive,
This is a dirty game. Now they got photos. Now they got photos. Never seen before photos. Now they got photos. Something ain't smelling right. Because the photos came from Keefe D house. We talked about the van earlier. Him saying he got in the van with the busters. Could one of the people that was in the van be telling on Keefe D? The only other thing that I could think of right now, which is a long shot, but would make it an easy fix in my head, is the rumors of Suge getting out early and Suge being the witness. Because he's the only person that I could say, if the Keefe D story is true, he's the only living witness outside of Trayvon Lane that was on that side of the car that could see over there. So it's either Trayvon Lane or Suge Knight. The rumors of Suge getting out early. Them people could have went to Suge, worked out a deal with him. You got Sugar Trayvon Lane. I know these girls ain't gonna sit down and talk about, oh, they saw it, and it was Keefe D. Let's see how they worded that one more time. You know what? I'm gonna try to stop the screen too and see if I could read that paper.
Our other big local story tonight making national headlines. Police making an arrest 27 years after the murder of hip-hop icon Tupac Shakur right here in Las Vegas. A grand jury indicting Duane Keefe D. Davis for Shakur's murder. 8 News Now investigator David Charnes first broke the news of the raid at Davis's home. Now he's learning what was said behind closed doors, including who a witness says pulled the trigger.
The intersection behind me is where Tupac was killed back in September of 1996. He would die 6 days later from his injuries. And we have learned the grand jury met at least 5 times as prosecutors presented their evidence against Duane Davis. Transcripts the 8 News Now investigators obtained paint a picture of what witnesses testified in secret grand jury hearings before the panel voted to indict Duane Keefe D. Davis in the murder of Tupac Shakur.
Ultimately, our persistence in this investigation has paid off.
It's an investigation that began with this video from 1996, a fight involving Shakur, record exec Suge Knight, and members of a rival gang. Hours later, Davis, the kingpin of that other group, allegedly ordered the retaliatory shooting. A Southside Crips gang affiliate testifying, Keefe is the one who's going to make all the arrangements and all the plans until that gun goes into somebody else's hand. Davis was sitting in the front passenger seat of another car when it pulled up side by side to Shakur's. In his book, Davis says he handed a gun to a passenger in the back seat who then fired. Metro Police showing this diagram Friday with Orlando Anderson, Davis's nephew, and DeAndre Smith in the back seat. Both are deceased. The gang member saying when he passed the firearm to Orlando, Orlando didn't have a clear shot. Big Dre is 6'6", at to Orlando are deceased. The gang members
Let me read this. Now, this thing says here, him going back after getting stomped out. Like that. Now, everybody, feels that you're what you are no more. You know what I mean? And so you have the gun being passed. And so you have the gun being passed from Keefe D to Orlando Anderson. That's what Dre told you? Yeah, that's exactly what he told me. But is it fair to say that Dre told you the Tupac vehicle, the BMW, is actually on the driver's side. Is that right? So whoever this confidential informant is, they wasn't there. Whoever they got this confidential informant is somebody that Dre allegedly had told. That's what's going on here. So whoever this witness is a witness that is not an eyewitness. There's a witness that's going on what Dre told him.
Saying when he passed the firearm to Orlando,
Orlando didn't have a clear shot. Big Dre is 6'6". At this time, he's 370, 400. He's big, and you're not going to be able to lean over a big guy like that and get a something, the time of knowing things, doing, I can't really see through there. You're not going to reach over like that because shells would be popping all in Big Dre's face and all kinds of stuff. He didn't bend down or anything. He's too big.
Orlando didn't have a clear shot. Big Dre is 6'6". At this time, he's 370, 400. He's big. You're not going to reach over like that because shells would have been popping all in Big Dre's face and all kind of stuff. When asked if Smith was the shooter, the gang affiliate told the grand jury he did the shooting.
Duane Davis was the shot caller for this group of individuals that committed this crime, and he orchestrated the plan that was carried out.
A member of Shakur's security team saying he saw a, quote, larger size arm fired the shots. That man also telling the grand
And what do you do when you get to the passenger side of the vehicle? Something.
grand jury.
I asked him, is he okay? How is he doing? Crying, trying to see, the condition that he was in. And does Mr. Shakur respond at all? He does. What did Mr. Shakur say?
In the moments after,
He said, get on the ground. Hold on. This sounds like Suge.
the shooting, he approached a wounded Shakur, telling the grand jury in the moments after the shooting, he approached a
Plan that was carried out.
A member of Shakur's security team saying he saw a, quote, larger size arm fired the shots. That man also.
No, this supposed to be a security person. They said because this man also trying to see, what condition he was in. And does Mr. Shakur respond at all? He does. What did Mr. Shakur say? He said, get on the ground. They're going to shoot you. And what is he referring to? He's referring to the officers who were eventually at the scene. So when you approached the BMW at that point, had you noticed any police officers?
Telling the grand jury in the moments after the shooting, he approached a wounded Shakur.
He said, I did not.
Who told him, quote, get on the ground. They're going to shoot you. Shakur wasn't talking about Davis's group, but responding police officers who thought the shooter was among the rapper's entourage. Also shown to the grand jury videos and other exhibits like photos that have never been seen by the public before. We expect to get our hands on that next week. Near Flamingo and Koval, I'm David Sharns.
Who could have been in that caravan as security that ran up on that car? That could have went to that grand jury. Frank is dead. He was the only one that was security. You got the Outlaws. You got Buntry. Buntry's dead. The only person I can remember in my head getting out the car and running up on Pac and talking to Pac was the white cop, Suge, because Suge had to open the car door for him, and Frank. Buntry sped off and chased the Cadillac. It got to be Suge. I don't think Suge would testify against Keefe D or whatever. But right now, it's being said that Suge time got cut. And Suge could be home any day now. Keefe D gets arrested. Suge don't fuck with Reggie. Let's say if this was the case, Suge probably would never do it. But would people be mad or call Suge a snitch if he did? No, I don't think so. Not for Tupac murder. Niggas ain't gonna call him no snitch. I doubt it. And if they do, I don't even think he give a fuck. And then they got it's a confidential witness, so he might not even have to testify in front of nobody. And then being that he don't fuck with Reggie, and that whole Poochie story is bullshit, and being that Reggie tried to put the Biggie murder on Suge. And I say he tried to put it on Suge because he the one that told him the Poochie story, and he the one that said that Suge bought Poochie the Cadillac, and Poochie was putting pressure. All that came from Reggie. So that's dry snitching to try to say he got Biggie killed, which we know ain't no Poochie killed Biggie. I can see, I don't know, because they don't want the LAPD case to get solved because of the lawsuit. But I can see them offering Suge to testify or be a witness that Keefe D is the one that shot that gun, to let him go and give them information and protection against the cops and give up Reggie for allegedly being involved in the Biggie murder. Who could be the witness? It could be one of the busters that was in the van. But anybody else in that caravan, I doubt it's Trayvon Lane or whatever his name is. You got Trayvon who's still around. You got Suge who's still around. You got the Outlaws. Who else was in that caravan? Frank ain't here. Buntry's not here. Corey Edwards is still around. But he can't, I doubt it's him. Because then he would be changing his story. I see, only person I see is Suge. Let me read this article real quick that's attached to this. A witness told Las Vegas grand jury who fired the shots that killed rap icon Tupac Shakur in the weeks before the panel voted to indict 60-year-old Duane Keefe D. Davis on the murder charge. The A News Now investigators have learned. Las Vegas Metro Police arrested Davis near his Henderson home early Friday morning. I got that picture. Las Vegas Metro Police arrested Davis near his Henderson home earlier Friday morning. The grand jury, they said the grand jury, which met at least 5 times over the course of 3 months. Where we at? September? So when was it? May, June, July. July, August, September. So July they started. The grand jury, which met at least 5 times over the course of 3 months, voted Thursday to indict Davis on the charge of murder with a deadly weapon with a gang enhancement. Prosecutors announced the indictment Friday. During the grand jury return hearing, Chief Deputy District Attorney Mark Diacomo said Davis' public statements implicated him, adding Davis allegedly ordered Shakur's death. About 300 pages of a grand jury transcript include testimony from gang affiliation. There it is. Well, you know, about 300 pages of the grand jury transcript include testimony from gang affiliates, friends of Shakur, and retired detectives. Who was one of the busters? It's the busters and Corey Edwards. That's the only gang-related people left in this. The shooting on September 7, 1996, at the intersection of Flamingo Road and Colville Lane followed a fight earlier in the night. In the hours before the murder, Shakur's group reportedly attacked Orlando Anderson, a member of a rival gang and Davis' nephew. The brawl at the MGM Grand involved members of the 2 rival gangs, which included security personnel from Shakur's record company. Documents said the 2 groups were both in town for the Mike Tyson fight. After the incident, Davis reportedly ordered a retaliatory hit on Shakur before a performance at Marion Suge Knight's now closed Club 662. I'm not buying that he ordered a hit because Orlando is the person that wanted revenge. This is a reach, bro. The two groups were both in town for a Mike Tyson fight. After the incident, Davis reportedly ordered a retaliatory hit on Shakur before a performance at Marion Suge Knight's now closed Club 662. In court documents, witnesses said Davis, a longtime gang member, was a known drug trafficker. Witnesses said Shakur himself was not in the gang, but affiliated himself with the members of the Mar Piru, which itself aligns with the Bloods. Keefe is the one who's going to make all the arrangements and all the plans until the gun goes into somebody else's hand. A gang affiliated testified. Davis refers to himself as Keefe D in his book. He is sometimes also referred to as Keefe D or Keefe D. Prosecutors spelled his name Keefe D, though the transcripts spell it in a different way. Davis was sitting in the front passenger seat of the car, which pulled up by the side of Tupac's before the shooting at the intersection. Police and prosecutors said Knight, the then head of Death Row Records, was driving a BMW sedan with Shakur in the passenger seat. Davis made several public statements about the night of the shooting, including in TV interviews and in the 2019 book titled Compton Street Legend. Notorious Keefe D street level accounts of Tupac and Biggie murders, Death Row origins, Suge Knight, Puffy Combs, and Crooked Cops. Tupac made an erratic move and began to reach down beneath his seat. Davis writes in his book, "It was the first and only time in my life that I could relate to the police command. Keep your hands where I can see them." Instead, Pac pulled out a strap, and that's when the fireworks started. One of my guys from the back seat grabbed the Glock and started busting back. This is what I'm talking about, bro. How do they go on this story when Tupac and Suge was stopped right there? They didn't have no time to get no gun out of no stash spot or put it back. So you tell me the cop came over there, pulled Tupac out the car, and he ain't had no gun in his hand? It wasn't a gun on the floor? They say anything about Pac having GSR on him? No. Like, how do you go with this story when he said that Tupac pulled out a gun first and shot? Nowhere in the story with none of the witnesses that night said Tupac shot a gun at those guys. On Friday, Metro Police showed the diagram of the car Davis was in and showing Anderson and the third man, DeAndre Smith, sitting in the back seat. A Southside Crips gang affiliate testified it was Smith, not Anderson, who killed Shakur. Both Anderson and Smith are deceased. So the same person that testified in the grand jury is saying that it was DeAndre, not Orlando. We know it wasn't Orlando because the casino got Orlando at the bar. Orlando is not even in his car, according to that, right? But regardless, now you got this guy saying that Dre did the shooting. When Davis passed a firearm to Orlando, Orlando didn't have a clear shot. The gang affiliate told the grand jury. The gang affiliate. Where is this person at? Is this person in the car with them? And not Orlando? Or is this person in the van? How could this person see this? When Davis passed the firearm to Orlando, Orlando didn't have a clear shot. The gang affiliate told the grand jury. Big Dre is 6'6". At this time, he's 370, 400 pounds. He's big. And you're not going to be able to lean over a big guy like that and get, I mean, my time of knowing things, you're not going to reach over like that because shells would have been popping all in Dre's face and all kinds of stuff. He can't bend down or anything. He's too big. When asked if Smith was the shooter, the gang affiliate told the grand jury he did the shooting. Duane Davis was the shot caller for the group of the individuals that committed this crime, and he orchestrated the plan that was carried out. Las Vegas Metro PD Lieutenant Jason Johansson said Friday. A member of Shakur's security team told the grand jury what he witnessed, saying he saw the car pull up to the one with the Shakur in it and started firing. Now, are they talking about Frank's testimony? In the immediate moments after the shooting, Knight made a U-turn on Flamingo Road toward the Las Vegas Strip. He then drove southbound on Las Vegas Boulevard and then turned onto Harmon Avenue. Police stopped him just outside the intersection, with some officers responding within 60 seconds, documents said. That's strange the police got there that fast. The member of the security team approached the car. Shakur was wounded in the passenger seat, documents said. Get on the ground, they're going to shoot you, the witness told the grand jury. Shakur told him he was not talking about Davis' group, but responding police officers who thought the shooter was among Shakur's entourage. There's no statute of limitations for when prosecutors can file murder charges in Vegas. In Nevada, The charge can apply to those who aid or abetted in a murder, not just the person accused of pulling the trigger, prosecutors said. Davis was being held without bail and expected to appear in court Wednesday for his arraignment. So he go to court Wednesday. Keefe D, if he got his discovery, he already know who's testifying against him. The member of the security team approached the car. Shakur was wounded in the passenger seat, documents said. Get on the ground, they're going to shoot you, the witness told the grand jury. Shakur told him. I don't remember this cop saying that. I remember him saying Pac's last words was F you. I don't remember Suge Knight. If Pac would have said that, he would have said that to Suge. Something ain't right. I know if your brain hurting, imagine how my brain is. Let me see something. Something ain't right about this, man. Who the fuck is this witness? Who got out? And every time we seen these documentaries and everything, who are the people that get out the car and rush over to the car? It's just Suge, the cop, I guess the outlaws. I can't think of nobody other than Suge for they to get to the point where he could talk and have a conversation with. Not that I even believe that. Oh shit. Here we go. Oh shit. Here we go, y'all. This is one of our witnesses right here. Here go one of our witnesses right here. This is Corey Edwards' testimony, right? I remember when Tupac got killed, I had driven to Las Vegas with my friends, Red, Ken Johnson. That's one person that it could be. Polo, Lydell Watkins or Watson, 28 or 29 years old at the time, and Pook, Calvin Winbush, 28 to 29 years old. Polo and Pook are cousins and are from Detroit. Red is from Ohio. Pook got us rooms at the MGM Grand Hotel. I can't remember what room numbers. I had tickets to the Tyson fight. I got them through my friend Gauchi from Pasadena. Gauchi's another person. He had an extra ticket. I told him I would pay him for it, but he said I didn't have to just buy him a drink. My girlfriend came up to Vegas later with some of her other friends. These are the girls, bro. These are the girls, bro. My girlfriend came up to Las Vegas later with some other friends. I know that there was some other Southside guys there too, but I never saw them. Prior to that, he says, I know Keefe D, Baby Lane, Win, who's Winfred, Prince, and all the guys. I know everyone from the neighborhood. My girlfriends came up to Vegas later with some other friends. I know that there was some other Southside guys there too, but I never saw them. After the Tyson fight, I went to a bar in the hotel and drank with Gauchi and Stacey Augman, retired professional basketball player. That's when I saw some of the other friends of mine. I asked them what was going on, and they said Baby Lane and Tupac had gotten into it. I looked around, saw Baby Lane standing in the corner. Me and Gauchi walked up to him and asked him what happened and if he was okay. He said that he had got into it. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. All right, this is what we got to go through right here. The murder of Tupac Shakur was a lesson in street turn justice that turned terribly wrong. Tupac Shakur was released from Dannemora prison conditionally on bail posted by Marion Knight, aka Suge Knight. Funded by Knight's company Death Row and his business partners, Tupac Shakur was to have recorded 3 records under the contract. He had no obligation to Death Row or Knight beyond that. By August 27, 1996, Shakur had recorded and completed the 3rd album. During that same time, he had also recorded close to 200 additional songs, some in part and some complete. They were stored on master tapes. Shakur was charged for the studio time personally against his large royalty account, so he provably owned those, provably owned those tapes. Further, by August 27th, 1996, Shakur had also provably decided to start his own record recording and production company. Finally, by August 27th, 1996, Shakur provably was going to order Death Row as to earnings he had and what was being done with the royalty money Death Row was keeping on his behalf. Millions of dollars in the trust account. Shakur was living on 20 grand a month and being told he was broke other than that. Hence the audit, which is not unusual for legitimate entertainment companies. On August 27, 1996, Shakur provably arrived at the Can-Am Studios to seize and retain his master recordings. He was denied them again. He was denied them by agents of right-way security. Y'all see this? Y'all see this, right? A front security company working for Death Row were owned by Knight and his business partner for years. Reggie Wright Jr., he contacted many people about accessing them but was turned away. Immediately, he was in provable contact with members of his family and business associates, telling them to immediately accelerate the severance of his business from Death Row. By September 4th, 1996, Shakur has lost interest in Death Row and was in New York simply to promote his album and attend the MTV Music Awards. On the afternoon of September 4th, 1996, Shakur provably in an altercation with Knight in front of a witness, his bodyguard, Michael Moore. The bodyguard states that Shakur told Knight he had no plans for staying with Death Row, and while Knight could keep the proceeds he was contractually entitled to, Shakur was out of the Death Row business. He simply wanted his masters and he was gone. Knight was visibly upset, and the bodyguard was called in by Knight to intervene for the safety of Tupac. On September 5th, 1996, on the flight out, Shakur told Kenneth Archer, another one of his bodyguards, that he was a dead man walking. On September 6, 1996, Shakur provably made it clear that he was going to tell everyone he was going to travel to Atlanta September 7, 1996 to deal with his cousin about a rifle his cousin had stolen. However, Shakur provably wanted to stay in LA with his girlfriend at the time. Either way, while Death Row crew was going to Vegas that weekend, Shakur had no interest. Between September 6th and September 7th, 1996, Shakur was convinced by Knight and Reggie Wright to cancel his plans and go with them to Las Vegas. Shakur arrived in Las Vegas September 7th, 1996. His bodyguards was provably told by attorney George Callisis in a meeting with all the right-way security staff at Callisis' office September 7th, 1996, that they were not allowed to carry weapons on their person. Even though many had concealed carry permits of their own, further, Wright provably told Shakur's bodyguards, Michael Moore, who refused to relinquish his weapon, that he was being removed from Tupac Shakur's protection. Further, Wright provably told Frank Alexander, the other bodyguard for Tupac Shakur, that he was going to bodyguard Shakur but would not be given a radio for his work. Those were all out of the norm and unusual even for right-way staff. With no weapon and no communication in crowded Las Vegas, that sort of protection was no protection for Tupac Shakur at all. Throughout the entire evening, September 7th, 1996, the whereabouts of Michael Moore and Frank Alexander were provably being monitored by Reggie Wright Jr. Though phone calls to the room of Moore to make sure that Moore was no longer personally with Shakur. As to Alexander, without a radio, he was forced to leave Shakur several times by himself to do the usual check-in. Alexander actually lost Shakur once as a result from that. Immediately after attending the Mike Tyson fight at the MGM, Suge Knight and Tupac got into an altercation with a man who had no ticket to the fight, lied to the police as to why he was in Vegas, had no money to gamble with, and had been a part of a backstory regarding a feud between members of Death Row and this man over a necklace with a Death Row emblem on it. The altercation lasted 4 minutes, and this man was beaten and kicked in the lobby of the MGM Hotel. Knight provably then ordered everyone to travel to his home to change clothes, even though they did not anticipate the Tyson fight ending abruptly that night, and they were provably scheduled to attend Club 662 straight away after the fight. At Knight's home, Knight killed time for an unknown reason. Asked Shakur to ride in his car without a bodyguard in it, which was also unusual, and then made the decision that they were going to travel to Club 662 directly via the largest and busiest street in the city, instead of the direct route which went around the populated area of Vegas. From that point, Alexander, with no gun and no radio, was in the behind car, whose gas tank provably had been left empty with the light on, was forced to drive behind Knight and Shakur. At the intersection of Koval and Flamingo, in spite of being totally anonymous on a busy Vegas street, Shakur and Knight's car were pinned into a 3-point block, leaving only the right lane open to the side of Shakur's car and only exposing Shakur. A white Cadillac made a worry-free approach, completing a 4-point blank surrounding Shakur's vehicle, similar to the way many South American hits are made. A gunman rolled down the window and at point-blank range fired off 12 to 13 rounds to the side of Shakur's vehicle. Unable to defend himself without a normally armed bodyguard, Shakur was shot and only struck one time. The shooter's provable action was not to hit Knight or Shakur at all, but to make it appear that they were targets in the drive-by. In fact, had a shot not hit the ring on Tupac's finger and ricocheted up through his upper body cavity, through his lungs, there may not have been any contact at all, in spite of the 13 shots being fired from less than 4 feet away. Michael Moore heard over Reggie Wright Jr.'s radio a voice transmitting the message to Wright. Got him. At the time Shakur was shot. The military calls this a live fire exercise. Knight had provably already set up a cover story, though his contacts with the Compton PD, for whom Reggie Wright worked, and Wright's father was the head of the Compton police gang detail. In Los Angeles, and members of the Death Row entourage, namely Trayvon Lane, who immediately after the shooting started telling everyone in Club 662 that the man they had beat up at the MGM casino shot Shakur. Is Trayvon a blood or a Crip? Is Trayvon the blood or a Crip? Anybody know? All right, all right. So he ain't down with Keefe D. So he's not the witness. Trayvon Lane, who immediately after the shooting started telling everyone at Club 662 that the man they had beat up in the MGM casino. That shit's so fucking blurry. The man that they had beat up in the MGM casino shot Shakur. He never made that claim after that. Shakur was to believe that his soon departure from death row was going to expose him to the elements. Death row could not protect the cover story, and Passy Orlando Anderson being the blame for the shooting already. Keefe D is the Passy for the shooting already cast before the shooting. Shakur had previously aligned himself closer with the death row because of a provably manufactured East Coast West Coast rivalry. Knight and Wright knew that this incident would likely bring Shakur back to the fold, and his money will likely bring Shakur back to the fold, and his money a continued secret, and what they were doing with it a continued secret. After the shooting, Knight did not return to his Vegas home. Discharged the next day with a head injury, he instead went back to LA for 2 days and returned to Vegas to answer questions with 3 attorneys in tow. Shakur died a week later, primarily from the ricochet wounds. Now, so Suge came back 2 days later. Shortly after the shooting, practically every single witness to the shooting was killed, except for Alexander, who was provably told that death row wanted him dead. The corrupt counter police gang unit, headed by Wright's father, Reggie Wright Sr., immediately started propagating the legend that the Shakur shooting, not yet then a murder, was caused by the Anderson Passy. This led to a gang-related series of shootings that counter police said were related to Shakur's shooting, without any name or credible witnesses to back this up. Don't see nobody else that could be a witness. It is clear that the motives leading up to the shooting were present. Knight did not want to lose Shakur or his earning power, and has admitted such. Knight knew he was stealing millions from Shakur royalties and would be caught. This came out and was proven in the 2006-2009 death row and Knight bankruptcy proceedings. Knight has a history of violent convictions and had a history of using violence anytime he wanted to make a point with death row artists. This was also brought forward in the adversarial complaints of several death row artists in 2006 to 2009 bankruptcy proceedings. Knight did not want to give up the control of the master tapes, and they got it twisted. Oh, here they got Reggie. Okay. Equally present is Reggie Wright Jr.'s ties to the Compton PD gang units and Knight. It was not until McPherson complaint in 2007, the Clear Channel complaint in 1998, and other complaints that the entire scope of Wright's trust with Knight was understood. The trust relationship between Wright and Knight was cemented when Knight, to avoid creditors, transferred a $6 million property into Wright's name. Wright and Knight were much closer than other death row and his security manager. Wright and Knight were much closer than the owner of death row and his security manager. Wright had direct access to hire and employ Compton police officers. Wright Sr. was in charge when drugs and other property disappeared from the Compton police evidence room. Wright Sr. was well looked upon by the gang community, and his word that the shooting was gang related would have stuck. Wright was well familiar with Vegas police as well and employed them September 7th, 1996. It was well. So Reggie had the Vegas police working for him too. Could that be the ones that pulled them over to make sure they had no guns in the car? Were they working for Reggie or were they on regular detail? Who the hell is the witness, y'all? Let me look at these names again that Corey Edwards said. Let me see something here. Still under fair use here. Hmm. Mm-mm. This is so strange.
At Nathan Adelson your time together. And for almost 50 years, Nathan Adelson Hospice has been the organization Southern.
The arrest of Keefe D puts his Henderson neighborhood in the spotlight.
Our 8 News Now investigators team coverage continues now with Kyle Payne outside of the murder defendant's home.
Almost an eerie quiet here in this Henderson neighborhood, which has become today one of the centers of the news and entertainment universe. Neighbors finding out that one of the residents here charged with a notorious murder.
I didn't know there was an arrest this morning. Like, 'cause this is a quiet neighborhood. I've been here 20 some years, and never had any problems. But I mean, I had no problems with them either. I didn't even know they were there.
But they were there, at least until Keefe D got arrested, sources say, in this Henderson neighborhood. None of the neighbors we spoke with saw or heard anything this time, far different from the scene several weeks ago when they searched his home.
Hands on top of your head right now. Hold on, my order.
Today, even though the neighborhood's Facebook group, which called itself Section 27 Neighborhood Watch, circulated a couple of rumors about the arrest, nothing the 8 News Now investigators could confirm other than surprise.
Yeah. There's several other neighbors are all surprised too, so it's I guess exciting.
You know what happened here today? A little exciting also at Keefe D's doorstep, where we tried to speak with the man in this car who said he was there to see Keefe D's son, who neighbors say also lives in the home. He did not want to talk.
No comment.
No comment from anyone inside Keefe D's home either.
Hello?
Hello, Channel 8.
What do you want?
We wanted to ask a couple questions.
Get right from my door.
The last time an 8 News Now reporter was on this street at this house for this story, the family said to get off their property or things would escalate. Reporting in Henderson, Kyle Payne, 8 News Now.
Public records indicate that Keefe D does not own the house in Henderson. By all accounts,
Y'all remember this? Reggie Wright Jr. has ties through his father to Compton police, who attempted to steer this investigation towards the conclusion that Orlando Anderson was the shooter in the murder of Tupac Shakur. Orlando Anderson has an airtight alibi as the Las Vegas has cameras everywhere. Corey Edwards tells of seeing Orlando Anderson at the bar at the time of the shooting. Las Vegas police are handed Orlando Anderson by the Compton police during the raid. They are expected by Compton police to arrest him as he is being handed up on a silver platter as the shooter. Las Vegas police are not even interested in him because they already know about the airtight alibi. Compton police established this pattern when they also steered the investigation in the El Rey Theater murder of Kelly Jamison and stopped LAPD investigators from issuing indictments. Las Vegas police are handed Orlando Anderson by Compton police during a raid. They are expected by Compton police to arrest him as he is being handed up on a silver platter as the shooter. Las Vegas police are not interested in him because they already know about his airtight alibi. The eye in the sky, never lie. Where Corey Edwards told them that they had Orlando on the camera. But remember, Las Vegas police are handed Orlando Anderson by Compton police during the raid. How did the Compton police know that Orlando Anderson did it? How did the Compton police know Orlando Anderson did it? Now, the former Compton cop out here is now saying that Keefe D did it. Confession letter indicates that Reggie Wright Jr. selected Little Half Dead to murder Tupac Shakur because of a previous interaction between Little Half Dead and Tupac, where Tupac stole a song from him. Look at the album cover for Little Half Dead series, where you'll see a slumped over dead Tupac at Can-Am Studios. Sampling and theft appear to have been a common practice in the early 90s of rap music. According to the confession letter, the conspiracy that began in Los Angeles. One incident was documented as a gang summit in Balboa Park, where Reggie Wright Jr. asked the gangs for permission to kill both Tupac Shakur and Suge Knight. Chris Blatchford tells that, according to his informant, those behind the plot included David Kenner, Reggie Wright Jr., and Sharita Knight. At the summit, it was decided that Donald Smith, a.k.a. Little Half Dead, Malcolm Patton, and Danny Patton, a.k.a. White Boy, would be the shooters. I don't believe that theory about these white boys, and I don't know about that. The motive would be theft of Tupac's money and music, as well as the control of Death Row Records was the major motive. Both Tupac Shakur and Suge Knight were in the crosshairs that night. Keep in mind that Death Row Records was worth over $500 million at the time, and Tupac had unreleased but completed songs in the vault that were worth an additional couple of $100 million. Donald Smith, aka Little Half Dead, had an additional motive of the theft of his music by Tupac Shakur, and had recently had his contract sold to Priority Records by Suge Knight. Danny Patton was paid $100,000 for the murder. Reggie Wright Jr. allegedly attended the gang summit and he paid $100,000 bounty to Danny Patton. Reggie was responsible for disarming all of Tupac's bodyguards that night. He also attended every single meeting between witnesses and the Las Vegas police. He also attended every single meeting between witnesses and Las Vegas police. Reggie Wright Jr. worked previously for the Compton jail and then the Compton police. His father, Reggie Wright Sr., was in charge of the gang unit inside the Compton police and was absorbed by the sheriff's department when they learned that corruption existed within the Compton PD. LAPD's Detective Fred Miller stated that Reggie Wright Jr. was known to control the drug trade in Compton. Reggie was also known to rob drug dealers of their drugs and money instead of busting them. He left the Compton police on a workers' comp claim. Kevin Hackey claims he handed the weapon used in the Tupac killing to Reggie Wright 2 weeks before the killing. Hackey claims that the weapon had been ballistics tested a month before the killing and that the ballistics test matched that the ballistics of the Tupac Shakur murder. Reggie was at Club 662 at the time of the shooting. Michael Moore, Tupac bodyguard, was next to Reggie Wright when the shooting happened and heard "got him" coming over Reggie Wright Jr.'s radio. When he heard someone he describes as white say, "Don't say nothing over the radio," "got him" probably referred to Suge Knight and Tupac Shakur at the time of the shooting, because with 13 bullets launched, they really thought they got him. We have a tape of one of the security guards that worked for Reggie Wright Jr. stating that he turned to the dark side and had the red carpet installed in his office, indicating that he had accepted membership into the Bloods gang. The confession letter places Reggie at the gang summit asking directly for permission to kill both Tupac Shakur and Suge Knight. The confession letter was given to LAPD, and instead of being investigated, it was leaked by a cop with direct ties back to Reggie Wright. Let's get these guys' name one more time. I know Keefe D, Baby Lane, Winfred Prince, and all the guys. I know everyone from the neighborhood. I had driven to Las Vegas with my friends, Red, Ken Johnson, Polo, Lydell Watkins or Watson, and Pook, Calvin Winbush, 28 years old. Polo and Pook are cousins and are from Detroit. Red is from Ohio. Pook got us rooms at the MGM Grand Hotel. These might be the guys that Keefe D is referring to as the Busters. Because remember he said Corey Evans was crying, no, they gonna kill us, man. They gonna kill us. And you got Gauchi and Stacy. So you got Gauchi, Stacy, Pook, Polo, Red, and Corey. Those are the other people that's with them. And he's saying, I know everybody from neighborhood. And he went with Red, Polo, and Pook. And then you got Gauchi and Stacy. Stacy, Gauchi, Pook, Polo, and Red. And Corey. That's 6 people, 6 names. Suge Knight. Trayvon ain't gonna count. No, I'm gonna take Suge Knight. I'm taking Suge Knight and Trayvon off. Any of these 6 people right now could be in trouble for something, and they ran to them to tell on Keefe D. Now, how many of these dudes is alive right now? That's the other thing. Out of these 6 people, out of Stacy, Gauchi, Red, Polo, and Pook, and Corey Edwards, who's alive? Somebody says Marv James. Marv James ain't a Crip. You got to remember, they saying that the witness is down with Keefe in them. It ain't Marv James. Because when you look at, you gotta listen to what they saying. You know what I'm saying? You gotta listen to every detail. Yo, the defense, they better, like, Keefe D says so many inconsistencies, bro. I don't know how they, like, I gotta get this 300-page grand jury transcripts. Gotta listen one more time. Kenner is the puppet master. Keefe got greedy.
News now.
For over 85 years, Labor's Local 872 and Las Vegas have teamed up to change the world of entertainment.
I know a lot of people have been watching and waiting for this day. Today, justice will be served.
Our other big local story tonight making national headlines. Police making an arrest 27 years after the murder of hip-hop icon Tupac Shakur right here in Las Vegas. A grand jury indicting Duane Keefe D. Davis for Shakur's murder. 8 News Now investigator David Charnes first broke the news of the raid at Davis's home. Now he's learning what was said behind closed doors, including who a witness says pulled the trigger.
The intersection behind me is where Tupac was killed back in September of 1996. He would die 6 days later from his injuries. And we have learned the grand jury met at least 5 times as prosecutors presented their evidence against Duane Davis. Transcripts the 8 News Now investigators obtained paint a picture of what witnesses testified in secret grand jury hearings before the panel voted to indict Duane Keefe D. Davis in the murder of Tupac Shakur.
Ultimately, our persistence in this investigation has paid off.
It's an investigation that began with this video from 1996, a fight involving Shakur, record exec Suge Knight, and members of a rival gang. Hours later, Davis, the kingpin of that other group, allegedly ordered the retaliatory shooting. A Southside Crips gang affiliate testifying, Keefe is the one who's going to make all the arrangements and all the plans until that gun goes into somebody else's hand. Davis was sitting in the front passenger seat of another car when it pulled up side by side to Shakur's in plans until that gun goes into somebody else. A Southside Crips gang affiliate testifying, Keefe is the one who pin of that other group allegedly ordered the retaliatory shooting. A Southside Crips gang of Davis, the kingpin of that other group, allegedly ordered the retaliatory shooting. A South
What does this say? You got
Side Crips gang affiliate testifying, Keefe is the one who's going to make all the arrangements. Testifying, Keefe is the one who's going to retaliatory shooting. A Southside Crips gang affiliate testifying, Keefe is the one who allegedly ordered the retaliatory shooting. A South
something. You something driver, something young soldiers in the back. Because they got Keefe D in the front. Who's the person in charge and making the plans of what's going to happen in that car. Keefe is. Keefe is the one who's going to make all the arrangements and all the plans until that gun goes into someone else's hand. Because you are going off of your own accord. You know what I mean? He can't control. He can't force somebody to shoot.
Side Crips gang affiliate testifying, Keefe is the one who's going to make all the arrangements and all the plans until that gun goes into somebody else's hand. Davis was sitting in the front passenger seat of another car when it pulled up side by side to Shakur's. In his book, Davis says he handed a gun to a passenger in the back seat who then fired. Metro Police showing this diagram Friday with Orlando Anderson, Davis's nephew, and DeAndre Smith in the back seat. Both are deceased. The gang member saying,
him going back and getting the strap, him going back after getting stomped out like that, him going back after getting stomped out like that, how everybody you know feels that you're what you are no more. You know what I mean? Everybody you know feels that you're what you are no more. You know what I mean? And so you have the gun being passed from Keefe D to Orlando Anderson. That's what Dre told you? Yeah, that's exactly what he told me. But is it fair to say that Dre told you that the Tupac vehicle, the BMW, is actually on the driver's side? Is that right?
when he passed the firearm to Orlando, Orlando didn't have a clear shot.
When he passed the firearm to Orlando, Orlando didn't have a clear shot. Big Dre is 6'6", at the time, 370. He's big. And you're not going to be able to lean over a big guy like that and get, I mean, my time of knowing things, you're not going to reach over like that because shells would have been popping all in Big Dre's face and all kinds of stuff. He can't bend down or anything. He's too big.
Big Dre is 6'6". At this time, he's 370, 400. He's big. You're not going to reach over like that because shells would have been popping all in Big Dre's face and all kind of stuff. When asked if Smith was the shooter, the gang affiliate told the grand jury he did the shooting.
Duane Davis was the shot caller for this group of individuals that committed this crime, and he orchestrated the plan that was carried out.
A member of Shakur's security team saying he saw a, quote, larger size arm fire the shots. That man also telling the grand jury in the moments after the shooting, he approached a wounded Shakur, who told the jury in the moments after. Man also telling the grand jury in, quote, larger size arm fired the shots. That man.
Because that's where Mr. Shakur was sitting. And what did you do when you get to the...
Man also telling the grand jury in the moments after the shooting, he approached a wounded Shakur, who told him, quote, get on the ground. They're going to shoot you. Shakur wasn't talking about Davis's group, but responding police wasn't talking about Davis on the ground. He approached a wounded, fired the shots. That man also.
I asked him, is he okay? How's he doing? Trying to see, what condition he was in. And does Mr. Shakur respond at all? He does. What does he say? He said, get on the ground. They're going to shoot you. And what is he referring to? He's referring to the officers who were eventually at the scene. So when you approached the BMW at that point, had you not noticed any police officers?
So telling the grand jury in the moments after the shooting, he approached a wounded Shakur who told him, quote, get on the ground. They're going to shoot you. Shakur wasn't talking about Davis's group, but responding police officers who thought the shooter was among the rapper's entourage. Also,
that gotta be Suge Knight, bro. That can only sound like Suge Knight, man. Who else would Pop care about to tell him, yo, get down, man, they gonna shoot you? Even if that was true. Pop, if that was true, Pop would only say that to a person he had concern for. Only people in that entourage that he really cared about is the Outlaws, Frank, and Suge. That got to be Suge, bro. On that testimony right there, there's no other security guards. Frank, but Frank is dead, so Frank couldn't have went to no fucking grand jury. And when the other guy that's telling on Keefe D, he got to be part of his set to be talking about how they know, because that person, whoever that person, they wasn't there. They going off of what Big Dre told them. Big Dre supposed to have this is all bullshit, bro. How you gonna arrest Keefe D? How do you arrest Keefe D, indict Keefe D on killing Tupac? But the witnesses in your grand jury say another man did it. I guess because the passing of the gun. But even this witness, you talking from hearsay. Dre is dead. Dre is dead. So if this person say, "Oh, Dre told me this, Dre told me that," you telling me you going to testify before a grand jury about what a dead man told you that you didn't see with your own self? Yo, bro, that case is weak against Keefe D, bro. Unless Suge Knight show up and say, yo, that's the man that shot us. Or that's the man that shot Tupac. I don't see it happening. All right, y'all. I'm going to have to sleep on this one. I got to research these other guys. I definitely got to sleep on this one. Choke no joke. I'll play a couple of joints. For those people that started late, I'll catch y'all in the morning on the morning walk, man. This is something else, bro. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe, y'all. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe now. It don't cost you nothing but a push of a button. All them buttons you push to get here, one more ain't gonna hurt you, baby. Don't have no fear. Show love to the man here. All right? Big 21, thanks for the super chat. The super stick, I appreciate you. All right, y'all. Your boy's tired, man. Good night. Y'all get some rest.
Hold on. No autographs right now. I got something to handle right here. No disrespect.
Beat on the drums.
Choke, no joke on the mic. Life with success. Is this what it is? Let's go. Life with success. Is this what it is? Paparazzi running around flashing your kids, trying to catch them with a blunt or a cig, hoping that they fall in some type of addiction. Baby mama hitting you with numbers like addition. She's so high, you feel like she pimping. It's alright, bitch. Yeah, I'm tripping, but it's better than the fucking max. And you can have every time before you see this Jimmy again. If life was a movie, you'd be going in the wind. And this flow ain't conceptualized off gin and tonic. But how ironic, you filed once a nigga went and got it poppin'. I guess that's why you pushed up when I was Milano hopping. Out at high school, fresh with jewels, looking successful as I do. I made you a star in the hood, kept you in leathers and bamboos. Fresh footwear, girl, I kept you good. Every color to match, your butter sauce, moved you to edge comb. From the concourse, left mom house living better off. Now you write that shit all off. Like taxes, make me wanna remove your parts with chainsaw and axes. I need to roll up and get back to relaxing. Is this what it is? Life with success, Is this what it is? Chicks you took care of, motherfuckers you looked out for. Everybody turn on you back, they motherfucking hand out. Is this what it is?
Life with success, sometimes it sucks. When people want something's when they call up. Yeah. People wanna hang, cause you got a new truck.
Let's go.
Now you hang with chicks that you dreamed you fuck.
Haters want you stuck, chicks trying to get knocked up. Cake in the oven and eat your cake up. Chick, get your own and raise our stakes up. The more you get, yo, the shit get iller. So I might go from the glove one and turn to thriller. Saw dealers get extorted by Popo when they needed a filler. And the shit get realer. They wanna clap back, but sit back and be a griller. Or be on a manhunt like Larry Davis. That's on the realer. Success have a lot of dudes on painkillers or puffing that fuzzy like caterpillars. It ain't easy to deal with. Life with success, Is this what it is? Life with success. Is this what it is? Thank you. They counted me out, cause I didn't wanna get down. Niggas talking about God there. What God? What God are you talking about? Say his name. This nigga went Eric Benet. Now the baddest girl won't show her face. You know your ass in the way when she show up to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And you ain't even say her name. Lame, you better say Dame. In the streets, we call you roadblock. Nigga, you shot. Nigga, you block rocks. Like when Chris was about to pop. Like MJ moonwalking like Spock. You abuse your power fast. You killed and thought that's black.
Jay told me no certain terms that, you know, no rapper can really afford to look bad in front of him. So it's almost like we gotta blackball him.
Shout out to Jay-Z for seeing the big picture here.
Yeah, and it was a hard pill to swallow.
Tariq, you kill the weeds, not the seeds that grow the trees. And as long as you alive, Dame should have a milli. Fuck you mean bleed. Nigga, don't get me started. You know I'm retarded and lying hearted. You flipped on your peeps for those peoples in them white sheets. Like you pro-black, we pass kneeling, how you shit on cat.
Did you kneel to what you stand?
What I what?
Did you kneel to what you stand?
Okay, I think we passed kneeling.
Nigga, you got the check, the pros went back, and that's no cap. Leaving cap with no salary cap. Your son said you his dad, and you never threw him a pass. Watching his siblings in the stands, say lips, say no, say hands. You say the kid is not your son, they call you Hov, it must be immaculate conception. Immaculate conception. Yeah, choke no joke, you know what it is. Learn from mistakes out right now on all platforms. This one right here is for the mixtape. Let's go. Yo, Nas, I ain't do this for clout. I'm just a real nigga trying to figure you out. How you don't put blood in this Judas mouth. Talking Japanese wine like you fanning out. Blushing at this bitch that disrespects your kid and her earth. Carmen, I know that it hurt.
You know, back then when he made these disparaging remarks and comments about my daughter and created this disgusting visual, there were so many people around him that stayed quiet. They said absolutely nothing.
Carmen, I know that it hurt. You said Pac left us with rappers that wink at other rappers in the studio, which made me think, yo, what he got on you? And homie in pink, cause at Webster Hall, he didn't stream one link. Yo, y'all glutton for punishment. I'm sick and I'm done with it. If it was part of your plan, Nas, hard my word on it. I'm just your fan. With little celebrity, some say it's just the hate in me. Nah, I'm cut from a cloth. You don't brush shit off. Well, the penthouse of law gotta have a ceiling. Only forgive hoes with sexual healing. And that thought right now is not appealing. With these chicks, with the dicks like Little Nas X, I'm not a fan. You damaged your brand. Yo, Nas, don't ever do that shit again. I'm signing off. Esco stand. Yeah. Choke no joke, you know what it is. You know what it is. Oh yeah, and you nigga, I ain't sorry for shit. I ain't with your boys' games, nigga, I'm with the shit.
Wedge. Webster Dictionary defines the word as a substance that is used for splitting wood or rocks. Something causing a breach or separation. It's funny what that lens can capture. Separation, division.
How y'all having a meeting about Jay without? Nope, not drawers right there. Nobody told me nothing. How come y'all having a market meeting without Jay? Without Jay without? I don't get it. It's 10:30 in the morning. And you want to get Lee off? Please go get him.
No, actually, I was just going to go to the restroom. I'll be right back.
Why are you leaving? I'm asking a question.
She doesn't have an answer.
Well, I'm wondering, what line of thought is it, what pattern is it, John McNeely and all of y'all, that y'all have my biggest artists here, and y'all in here, y'all Def Jam staff is dealing with Jay's marketing without me. Please explain that to me, because this seems treacherous.
And animosity.
What you mean bullshit? The fuck, y'all niggas having meetings about my artists without calling me? It ain't no bullshit. It ain't no bullshit. Man, look, everybody here is ashamed of y'all. Who wants to work under a cow? They don't have to.
I ain't with your boys' games, nigga, I'm with the shit. I'm nothing like Nas. I'm with the shits. I'm more like jungle, wanting to bust your shit. But bro got me on chill. He said I'm illmatic, with the static, with the ratchets. Let's go to Brooklyn, cause he gotta have it. School days, would've called you faggot and smoked you like a Spike Lee joint. Yo, the greatest of all timers, got hit with all timers. You buster, nigga, your mic with the shine. Knockout. Yeah, one-liners, give you a reason to be a one-eye. Without reasonable doubt, you been a liar. You headache, cane, Jazzo inspired, rape Damon.
So they trying to take our franchise from us. That's what they're trying to do. Make this beef with. They trying to. I bet you they're staging this beef with us. Trust me. Trust me.
It was all about the power to, to get rid of Dame Dash, and take Jay-Z to the next level without Dame. And it was, Dame should stop blaming Leo and Todd Moskowitz and start blaming Steve Stout.
You know about the Scarface party and all that? How they make sure house on in Puerto Rico? He's gonna be there performing, but they're doing something with them.
Who, Jay?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. He's gonna be out there for that. With the release of the Scarface DVD.
Jay's performing for that?
And I don't need two lips to blow this like a trumpet, you dumb shit. This is an unusual musical I conducted. You looking at the black Warren Buffett, so all critics conduct sick. I don't care if you seen the Lawrence Tucker or you Bill O'Reilly. You only rallied me up for 3 years. They had me peeing out in the cup. Now they about to free me up. What you think I'm gonna be? What? Rehabilitated? Man, I still feel hatred. I'm young, black, and rich, so they wanna strip me naked. But you never had me like Christina Aguilera. But catch me at the West Side driving like Halle Berry or the West. Fuck it. Peace and love, y'all. The Black Album on the way.
And then we doing our party, so.
Following Steve Stout's direction.
And what was Steve Stout telling you to do?
He walked me through how to get rid. His plan was to get rid of Dame Dash.
He told you that.
That was the plan.
Okay.
Rape Dame and Chris, they ran the lion through the rock and the fire. Damn, you cold. Built the nation, the prop back home. How you the king of LA? When Cube is home, how you bang in LA after Nip is gone? Mr. Smith, yeah, I'm nice with the gift, too. The double entendres got those too. Your wisdom, knowledge, that I'm king too. I'm sorry I met the other side of you. That's the gift and the curse. I'm Christ from birth, from the hearse to the dirt. Fake niggas claim hurt, so I stay on my bullshit like I'm dirt and never shy. Let my feelings fly, let's go. Cause we all die. Like your beds, nigga, I'm here. Only fear I have is truth not be told. We all get old. It's choke, no joke. Y'all already know. Let's go. Choke, no joke. You already know. Learn from mistakes out right now on all platforms. This for the mixtape. The 50-year-old platinum virgin. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry.
Welcome to AMC Theater 11. Enjoy your show.
Choke, no joke, no joke. You know what it is.
Hey, son. Hi. When are you coming home? Mommy's not coming home. Why? Goodbye. Where are you? Where are you? Mommy's not coming home. Why? Tell Daddy I'm not coming home. Why? Goodbye. What am I supposed to do? Tell this 10-year-old boy I'm getting some new dick or something?
Check. Yeah. Choke, no joke. Know what it is. This go out to the desperate housewives in New York, Atlanta, Texas, California, Miami, Mississippi. I never thought in my life, not me, I fall for another man's wife. Oh God, I know that it sounds trite. I'm caught up with a desperate housewife. Yeah. I never thought in my life, not me, I fall for another man's wife. Oh God, I know that it sounds trite. I'm caught up with a desperate housewife. It was quick how it happened. We was just chatting, had a lot in common. I kept her laugh in the department in which a man was lacking. He was the king of the ship. Somehow I became captain. My swag on platinum, all my goldie just smacking. Then phone sex had happened. Things went left. Our common interest in sex, something like Little Kim and Hugh Hef. We knew if we met, it would be electric. Then the day came and we met. It was beyond my dream, a dream so sweet it made me scream. It was like a dream, knew why he made a queen. I wanted to find Marty McFly and use that time machine. Run up in the church, create a scene. Object to that wedding and give him my ring like I never thought in my life, not me, I fall for another man's wife. Oh God, I know that it sounds trite. I'm caught up with a desperate housewife. Yeah. I never thought in my life, not me, I fall for another man's wife. Oh God, I know that it sounds trite. I'm caught up with a desperate housewife. I fell harder than a mother, my number one lover. Yo, under them covers was like no other. Had everything in common. I used to love her until he bugged her. Bitch motherfucker, device in the whip, had to call it quits. Hit us like a brick, we both sick. Now she got dilemma, like Kelly the kids. I'm calm, wish I never met the chick. Missing her seafood and our trips. Sex in the soul house, we did that shit. Sexing on the tent, we risked that shit. We both freaky as fuck, I miss my chick. Well, never mind, dare to take him off of mine. Kindred spirits, just the wrong time. Get divorced, you can hear my line. Until I repent, it's next lifetime. Like, I never thought in my life, not me, I fall for another man's wife. Oh God, I know that it sounds trite. I'm caught up with a desperate housewife. Yeah. I never thought in my life, not me, I fall for another man's wife. Oh God, I know that it sounds trite. I'm caught up with a desperate housewife. Joke, no joke, you already know. It's that south side of Eden Wall flow. We out of here. Yeah, choke no joke.
KK on
New life. They said I'll be dead or in jail. They was half right, I saw right can sell. I knew I wasn't rich when I couldn't make bail. I made out good, 5 niggas that didn't tell. Hold up, don't go to trial when caught up. Roll the dice, watch the numbers just go up. When you're off for word short as a pup's nuts. You got the whammy, cause you crushed your luck. You could've been back on the town. Industry bound, no more busting it down. To court is half O's, having to catch the flow. And reassuring those who act like they don't know that the ratchet let go. If you think we won't fill them hollow points up with mercury, send them to another planet, leave them screaming like Mike and Janet. Niggas can't stand it. I felt champagne with Ross running the game. When I was locked and the CO jumped in my face, talking gangster, nigga. Like I'm not a fucking gangster, nigga. But you got it in here, cause the odds ain't fair. Cause you got that walkie and that button right there. But after 8 hours, you leave here. And that's when you friend, it's not fair. You shoot at the range, we shoot when in range. Roll up in that range, your face look real strange. The look on my face is I got dead aim. Before you reach, you feel the pain. Blood stain, calculate to your brain. You've been licked by that thing. In the game of death, that's what you get when got game. It's a method to the madness, how I bring the pain of one that's not sane. Choke, no joke. I do my thing. They say you're nobody until they kill you. I'm somebody alive, guess that make me an ill dude. Made my name before the funeral, considered a legend and still make moves. They know you when you gone, they know me when I'm on. All over the board, you restricted, you pawn. You wouldn't cut a lawn, blow a candle at dawn. Choke got it going on like fuel. Some of you fools is more ass than mule. Never rule like Rick with Mona Lisa in your crib. Haters mad cause I'm doing what they wish they did. Without the rock, it's still gunning like Chris. Nigga try to block, I time off this shit. Nigga looking down at me, now he looking at dick. Pause, that's just the term and shit. It's choke, no joke. Nigga, I'm lit. Fired up. And we recorded this in Choke, no joke. Yeah. You know what Choke, no joke. You know what it is. Let's go, let's go. 2020, rich niggas, money funny. We got killer bees and I lost my honey. My little sex master, yeah, she was a distraction to my mathematics. Then Corona happened. The government capping on what's really happening. Rock Nation signing niggas that's out here ratting. And Jay's the captain of the ship? Ain't this a bitch? You keep his sign and snitch? We lost Andre and Rich. Life's a bitch. Can't have a funeral, no matter if you rich or poor. Overpopulated at morgues. Funeral homes, bodies all on the floor. No food in stores, no me no more. These the last days if you never prayed. Have faith, or saw the illest of days. Yo, it's tough. When you see Puff rock a hoodie with his baby mama hanging from a cross, you lost. Damn, you told the CEO on the gram he was a handsome man. That's sexual harassment in front of millions of fans. You made Fat wanna scram like Sunday Letitia. Joseph don't leave, Mary and Jesus. Sags, self-pleasing, some sneak thievers. If we were kids, you call them flat leavers. They use you, don't need you. It's birth you, then see ya. Cross you, then be ya. Curve you and flee ya. Niggas wanna be you until they see you. They idolize you like you in the case. Nigga, you know who got punched in the face. In the A on stage or any place. A nigga like me never retire like Mace. And don't even care if the church is the escape. Last real nigga alive amongst your face. Y'all big mad, no frosting on my face. You can't come out, Epstein flight log is out. And tell us, what that spirit cooking about? Head to head with a satanist and niggas in doubt. The power of the dark side blocked me out. That's why I'm blacking. Get it in any sport trick. That's why you the non-factor. 6ix9ine keep acting like you ain't acting. You wasn't flagging in the court yapping. That tough guy on the gram was just blabbing. Nigga, you capping. I'm the king of New York. At y'all niggas, I'm laughing. At the plaza. At the plaza. It's the king of New York. Choke, no joke. We here now. You know what it is. Eden Wall, stand up. This go out to all the PJs around the world. Eden Wall.
Nah, way back.
Sound
Back.
Niggas and guns. Yeah. Let's go. Choke J's, adults, or crack. We feed them too, we don't pump like that. Plus, it's like us, giving back. And they sales is the reason why we got so many packs of chicken. The hood not missing. Muslims said don't put pork on chicken. They got on Al about that, they thought he didn't listen. He wasn't been touched from them government missions. But they forget that when they bite that chicken, this is when the players get knocked, cause it's hot out. The sexy show out, glowing with the back glass on the mouth. She see you with the next chick, then she them out. Hustlers them out, just for nothing. Bustin' for attention, just dumbin'. Cause we know y'all ain't bustin' nothing. You ever been to a project barbecue? Kids, sprinklers, deep thinkers, playing chess, our heads on your left, blowing gas. My Puerto Ricans playing handball, Miguel and Heck on the court. Niggas wanna be like Mike. Life's a box of chocolates, you're riding a pipe, playing the bench, kids on the fence. Watch your popo, chase Prince. Don't dismiss your brethren for dumb shit. Keep it gangster, no shit where you live. 12-1 right up in your crib. You never been nowhere, where else could you live? What's that? That's gangster boo coming through. Throwing it up, fucking his muffler up. Scraping the concrete with Willie's so sweet. He got escorted by the chief of police from 233rd Laconia to Gun Hill Road. Got knocked, didn't tell like Joe.
Joe, no Joe. Yeah. It's Joe, no Joe. Let's go.
Supreme Bigger Figure, Big Cap, The Warden, The Club King,
the DJ Johnny Walker Red,
MC Frank Jigger, the celebrity's choice, Sean Brophy, sound engineer,
Choke No Joke, legendary videographer, Sterling Cox, I was the head of security,
Alpha Grinion.
My name is V,
Omega,
Big G, Vim Rock from the legendary Naughty by Nature,
Styles P the Ghost, LOX, D Block,
Tech Smith and Wesson,
LB Fan, Mr. Cheeks, the Cool, the DJ, the Red Alert, Kid Capri.
The tunnel was a hip-hop nucleus.
It was the epicenter.
It was the domain, the temple.
It was the Mecca.
Nothing was that melting pot of hip-hop.
They kept the paradigm going.
It's almost like what Rucker did for street basketball. The tunnel was that of music industry.
My Sunday ritual going to the tunnel was, I'm telling you, your ass better be there.
You just pretty much did push-ups.
We had to drink a couple bottles of Hennessy, go get smoked.
Leave the jewelry and watches at home.
Before you even get to the tunnel, you gotta get on the block.
You started from 11th Avenue, and when you got to that door, the search procedures was no other.
First time I ever heard of take your shoes off, open your mouth was in the tunnel.
It was damn near everything but a full cavity search.
Security at the tunnel was no joke.
The beatdowns did happen.
Some of them, you had that chain out, that shit was leaving with one of them niggas.
We had a handful of cats. When we were taking you out, they were digging in your pockets.
The code check at the tunnel was crazy because you ain't know if you was gonna get your shit back.
Sometimes the bloops happen where you might not get your coat.
A lot of boys wanted to get their girls some fur coats, you know, so I mean, it was free.
The bar was always on tilt at the tunnel.
You might get fake alcohol. Bartenders might have got counterfeit.
The dance floor is always rocking.
It looked like a video all the time.
The tunnel had a very unique situation at the bathroom. It was co-ed.
The bathroom was Sodom and Gomorrah.
I was like this, looking, trying to look past the dudes like when they was going in the urinal.
The tunnel was a one-stop shop. They had food, they had alcohol, drugs.
I saw weed the tub. It was just oozing money.
Backstage is like the club amongst the club.
That's where all the so-called stars who was scary to be in the crowd, that's where they hung out at.
The dopest things about the tunnel for me to remember is hearing my records get played up in there.
The top maybe of all time tunnel banger.
Or anything bad boy.
Every Biggie record, any shit by Hov.
Shook Ones was bananas in there.
Nori Capone, that bang bang.
Annie up.
Anyone of Buster joints.
Wild Out would actually start a fight.
The best performance I ever seen, Jay-Z performed in front of the DJ booth. The DJ booth was bouncing like a ball.
Snoop and Dre. When Dre was there.
DMX, Get At Me, Dog.
The king of the tunnel was Jay-Z.
Busta Rhymes.
DMX is the king.
Queen of the Tunnel,
Mary J. Blige.
Foxy and Lil' Kim.
Eve.
King of the Tunnel record label-wise was Def Jam.
Bad Boy.
The best DJ at the Tunnel was Flex.
Big Cap, all day. Flex used to break off the records, but he used to try to bully Cap, like, don't spin this, because when I get here, I want to spin it. No, nigga, fuck wrong with you?
What the Tunnel did for artists, it solidified their street music.
That gave us a platform, set up Rough Riders, Rockefeller, Bad Boy, slew of other artists.
The closing of the Tunnel, it was kind of sad because that was a big piece of hip hop.
So losing the Tunnel was like a little kid losing Disney.
A famous mosque closing down.
I think when the tunnel closed, it was necessary. Niggas was coming to miss me.
When you hear people of the late 70s talked about Studio 54, the Tunnel was the Studio 54 of hip hop.
Stay the Don't follow those cats. The niggas that be on the gram. Tell Bobo what they doing. Choke, no choke. You know what it is. Yo, y'all niggas with a stay DL. Down low. Stop flossing, man. You just want to just come and get you. Learn from my mistakes, man. That's what this is about. Learn from mistakes. Choke, no joke. Let's go. You already know. Make it low. Let's go. My aim was enlightened. Drop jewels on you. You thinking I'm jealous? I ain't got cheddar like you. I'm the dude to a game. You got school. Was a local cat, snatch you when I made moves. I'm paranoid and preaching. You was sleeping. Knew you was sneak deep and couldn't see us beefing. Learn from mistake. Don't show I got cake. Impress a nigga to rob me. Bitch in my face. Get knocked by the feds. Lay up for about 8. Ass so busy flossing, ain't thinking about Jake. Loose, yapping, they wiretapping, videotaping, your ways in action. Front like times hard, two-door garage, ice like Liberage, with no damn jaw, without a reasonable doubt. You think you Jay-Z with your platinum jewelry, he got a job, B. You shining on doctors with 4 degrees, laughing cause I'm broke on the streets. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Shh, let's go. For beef, we not dolo. For cash, you go solo. Thought I was your man, shot me down like Manolo. Thought I was your partner when you played me was whack. No niggas dust that I wouldn't flip like that. What gives? See your man struggle while you live? That's some shit. Struggling, give you the kicks. Used to stick for gooses. Warm when we pump deuces. Break night in the jacks, trying to see millions like Brewster. You don't act like you used to. I'm the dude. When niggas was friends, you was like, yo, Joe, come through. I wet you like McLean for those who claim to be pain. The game of death, that's what you get, we got game. Ill with automatics, we're never static. You carry at niggas, put one in your cabbage. Fear, don't have it, you fill me with laughter. And OGSC, then I'm original gun clapper. Like Dan get dapper, see a mill be Casper. Like Dre the doctor, the math from after. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Nigga, y'all loud, louder than the weed, nigga. Thinking with your pockets, caught the ice locket. She somewhere in Houston, you blew like a rocket. Her seed was bait, through the line she caught it. Gave her all that loot, she couldn't afford it. Frontin' to them bitches, yo, I'm feeling him. Blue puff in your face, daddy, all about Benjamin. Remember me, I'm your friend to the end. Like Chucky, used to slay bitches like Buffy. Thinking why they cuff me, think of the luxuries you had. In the cell with other willies, you brag. I push the big Benz with 20-inch rims. When in the club, Chris for all my men. Sitting across the bar, what's up, star? Back to reality, you back in bars. You chose not to listen, had the H-class glisten. Knew the rules of the game, played yourself out position. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells.
Yo, son, yo. Son, hold on, son, it's me, yo. I see. You ain't noticed me, yo. I see, all these diamonds and stuff, yo.
How can I
Fat
not?
diamond ring I got, yo. Yo, what you talking about, yo?
No,
Diamonds, yo. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I got $35,000 on me right now.
Oh my God.
Nigga, I can show you the money right now. I can show you the money.
No, you ain't gonna show me nothing,
show you
man.
my gun, yo.
What?
Yo.
Oh my God.
The gun, yo.
Yo,
Son,
put
man, what's the matter with you?
Put that shit away.
Yo, you act like you scared or something, nigga, yo. I'll
Yo,
take my
stay
shit out, bust it
DL,
right
man.
now, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Stay
I
DL.
can show the truth.
Choke, no joke, you know what it is. Let's go, let's go. I inspire y'all to all want more. Don't listen to these fakes and these frauds. They don't own cars with Lamborghini doors. When hype show cut, it's back to the store. I was born in the Jackson, this shit was hell. The place where I saw soldiers fall. Some simply for nothing at all. Some cause they lived on the other side of the wall. Now this might sound crazy, love what the hood made me. Poverty made me far from lazy. This ain't the place you wanna raise your babies. Young girls out here thinking they lazy. Nose powdered white, they brain all hazy. Ask them what they wanna be, they look at you crazy. These young cats out here looking all angry. I was just like them, sometime the music made me act other than myself, no influence lately. Cause behind the scenes, they not living greatly. And I found out that most of these cats never sold jacks or the penitentiary. Let's go. I inspire y'all to all want more. Don't listen to the face and the frauds. They don't own cars and Lamborghini doors. The hype yo cut is back to the store. I inspire y'all to all want more. Don't listen to the face and the frauds. They don't own cars and Lamborghini doors. The hype yo cut is back to the store. They not selling drugs, they really not thugs. If they was, where are the slugs? Do you see them when you cop your drugs? Pulling up with S&B in the front? Nah, it's not what they got, it's what they want. In the jungle, we all on the hunt. It's chemical. It's chemical beats. You know what it is.
Oh yeah. My man had to come through and make sure it went through. Y'all niggas is in trouble. Choke no joke. I ain't no joke, the mixtape. We here now. You already know. Let's go. Choke chillin', got away from them billin'. Ain't shit really changed though, I'm still that villain. I'm making money with rhyme, fuck black on black crime. Beef and money don't mix, like Muslims and swine. I'm talking milk, penicillin, y'all be illin'. Y'all be thinking y'all killers, with your school face grillin'. Kick that bullshit to me, y'all be wet though like Bruce Lee. And Brandon and Hearst on the highway to heaven. Man, you making mad threats and stuck in one section. I'm OBP like Naughty, making connections. Talking under your breath, get you something you don't need. 2 fully loaded Macs, filled up with heat. Nigga, you sweeter than 30 days for a body. Pop shit to these niggas, see me walk by me. But I ain't looking for no beef, I don't eat bologna. But I bring a whole cow if you run up on me. Shiesty, try me and hype me to peel your wig back like 10 cent icy. Bring it, stop bluffing, I got your threats, they mean nothing. I respond like Bond, I come through, I'm bombing. Playing bodegas, flipping Montega. You tan in the Jacks, I tan in Jamaica. Faker, wouldn't bust if he raped ya. Your chick outblazed her, hit it like Jada. While you blew up a pager, had to breathe like Vader. Your star at war, with the lightsaber. I'm here to lyrically tear your red, nigga, you a spear. I jack you up, now you outta here. Throw me on the 600. Now fucking nigga humming, blowing down 8th Ave with a bad bitch blunted. I take it there. Y'all niggas don't want it. Y'all niggas don't want it. Y'all niggas don't want it with no joke. Who you thought it be? Represent the NYC. Bring it on if you niggas want some of me. Have y'all niggas feeling it like Jay-Z. No joke, who you thought it be? Represent the NYC. Bring it on if you niggas want some of me. Bronze King like the LORDFINESSE. And that bullshit y'all do, y'all niggas don't stress me. Oh yeah, and you already know, Eden War what it is. Choke, no joke. I ain't no joke. The mixtape. We here now.
Joke out here in DR. My man Delvin, see him?
Yeah. In Dominican Republic.
Alright?
Yeah.
We here.
Yeah. Joke, no joke. Primo, you ain't want to give me no beat, so I'm stealing one. Take it personal. You know you my guy, Primo, love you. You gonna give me a beat after this one. I never thought that you would cry me, go against me, and backstab me. Third eye is strong, word is bond. Put you on the fakes, and now you won. I gave you support, and you play me. For those who play with butt, yeah, I'm talking Breakfast Club, Revolt, whatever. All I know is birds of a feather. Hang with those that they hate. Once the realness, now you fake, and I see through you. What you gonna do when they book you and your Duke shoot? I know you think I'm expose you. This ain't no threat, take it personal. Choke, no joke. 2023, it's all me. You hear me? 2023 is on me. They say, why I don't come around the game? Cause all y'all dudes undercover gay. And I don't play those fucking games. Yo, stop the track, I'm fucking Slay. Rest in peace, K. Slay, man. Let's get to the next one.
Choke, no joke. I'm out. Good night. Take it back to the beginning if you want to see it. This was the end. Peace.